The Dust, The Outcast, and The Machine. From Vachss to Void. I'm a massive fan of Andrew Vachss. If you know his work, you know it's dark, uncompromising, and always about protecting those who can't protect themselves. So when I was recommended a young adult novel called All the Earth Thrown to the Sky, because the author shares the same love for Vachss, I gave it a go. I'm in my mid-40s reading young adult fiction, and honestly, the plot is a bit far-fetched, but the setting is haunting. It's the Dust Bowl in the 1930s America. For me, this was a revelation. I didn't know much about this period where the earth literally turned into a weapon. The black blizzards. Imagine living in a world where the sun is blotted out for days by black blizzards. Thousands of tons of topsoil blowing in the wind, static electricity so high it could short out a car, and people dying of dust pneumonia. It was an ecological apocalypse. In the book, these kids are wandering through this wasteland, and it reminded me of the ultimate real-life outcast of that era, Woody Guthrie, the rebel with the machine. Woody Guthrie wasn't just a folk singer, he was a witness. He hopped freight trains, lived in shanty towns, and saw the utter desperation of the families fleeing the dust. He carried a guitar with a sticker that said, "This machine kills fascists." But don't picture a lonely hermit. Woody was a force of nature. He was married 3 times and had 8 children. In a world that was literally blowing away, he was desperately planting seeds of life and music. He lived the Outcast Outlast motto to its core, until his own body became the final frontier he couldn't conquer. Huntington's disease. This is where it gets heavy. Woody started to deteriorate. He became erratic. He stumbled. He lost control. For years, people and the system treated him like a hopeless drunk. He was shunned and eventually spent the last 15 years of his life in hospitals, including psychiatric wards, because doctors back then didn't understand what was happening to his brain. He had Huntington's disease. It's a brutal neurological condition. And this hit home for me because I had a colleague whose father and sister both suffered from it. She told me how her father would come home from work, swaying and staggering, and everyone just assumed he was intoxicated. Just another drunk coming off a shift. They judged him without knowing that his nervous system was literally short-circuiting. Woody Guthrie faced that same judgment while he was dying in a psychiatric bed. The Outcast Legacy. From the far-fetched story of a young adult novel to the tragic, defiant life of Woody Guthrie, the message is clear. The world will try to bury you in dust, and society will judge you when you stumble. But like Woody, you keep your grit, you leave your mark, you outlast the ignorance. Stay stubborn, outcast, outlast.